The recent conflict between the Houthi group and American forces in the Red Sea has escalated significantly. The United States military reported that it killed 10 Houthi fighters and sank 3 of their vessels following a clash in the Red Sea. This incident occurred after weeks of Houthi attacks on ships identified as being linked to Israel, passing through the Bab el-Mandeb Strait. The United States has joined forces with other nations in an operation named Prosperity Guardian to counter these attacks, although some partners have distanced themselves from the initiative. The conflict began escalating when Hamas militants attacked southern Israel, leading to a heavy Israeli response in Gaza. In retaliation, Iranian proxies, including the Houthis and Lebanese Hezbollah, fired rockets at Israel. The Houthis have threatened to target all ships heading to Israel, causing disruptions in key trade routes and a sharp rise in container shipping costs as companies seek longer alternative routes. The leader of the Houthi rebels, Abdel Malik al-Houthi, has vowed to attack American warships if the United States escalates the conflict further. This statement came after the United States unveiled an international coalition to stop attacks by the Iran-backed group, which has significantly disrupted global shipping. In Yemen, there is a growing concern about the potential for a new conflict. While some Yemenis initially felt a sense of euphoria over the Houthi missiles and drones being sent toward Israel, concerns have since grown about the repercussions of these actions, especially considering Yemen's multiple crises, including political instability and an unhealthy economy. There are fears that the Houthi attacks on Israel or American forces could invite responses that might plunge Yemen back into a state of war. This is particularly worrying, given that the country has been trying to recover from a civil war that caused a catastrophic humanitarian situation. The Houthi group, formerly known as Ansar Allah, Partisans of God, is a predominantly Zaidi Shia movement based in Yemen. Their origins can be traced back to the early 90s, when a theological movement preached tolerance and peace in northern Yemen. The group was founded by Hussein Badreddin al-Houthi, and it initially sought greater autonomy for the Zaidi Shia community in Yemen. The Houthis transformed from a religious to a rebellious movement in the early 2000s. They felt marginalized by the Yemeni government, leading to a series of uprisings known as the Houthi insurgency, beginning in 2004. The death of Hussein al-Houthi in the same year during a government crackdown marked a significant turning point, escalating the group's militancy. Their involvement in the wider Yemeni civil war, which began in 2014, marked a significant escalation in their influence and capabilities. The conflict saw the Houthis take control of large parts of Yemen, including the capital, Sana'a. This expansion was supported by their alliance with former President Ali Abdullah Saleh, although this alliance was later ruptured. The group's involvement in the current Red Sea conflict can be viewed as an extension of their broader regional objectives and alliances, particularly with Iran. The Houthis have stepped up their maritime attacks in the Red Sea, targeting ships heading to Israel and warning shipping companies against dealing with Israeli ports. This escalation is part of their broader strategy to exert influence in the region and to retaliate against what they perceive as aggression by external forces, notably Israel and the United States. Their actions in the Red Sea are seen as a way to pressure Israel and its allies and to express solidarity with Palestinians, particularly in light of the ongoing conflict in Gaza. However, this has led to a significant international backlash, with the formation of a multinational maritime task force led by the United States to secure the Red Sea from Houthi attacks. In conclusion, the Houthi group's rise from a small religious movement to a significant armed force in Yemen reflects the complexities of the region's geopolitics. Their involvement in the Red Sea conflict underlines their growing regional ambitions and escalating tensions in the Middle East.